Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended, the podcast. I'm Kim. This is Tyler. And hope everybody is having a fantastic week so far. And welcome to Casual Friday.
Yeah.
So, as you can
Yeah.
see, to anybody who's watching us on YouTube or Rumble, you can actually see us now. It's a little frightening. So, sorry about that. Anyway, so Tyler, that's a very nice hairdo you got going on here.
So this is typically what I like. I like. Although, so you guys can't see it, but I'm fat enough. I can rest my microphone against my stomach. So of course you can check us out. We're on YouTube. We're on Rumble, on Spotify. We have a Facebook page where I talk shit. We have a Twitter where I talk even more shit. We're on Getter, all over the place. You know, we got we have GoFundMe being a bit of a dick. We have Ottawa, who's being even a bigger dick. And then we have Jack Murphy's wife's Tinder date, Matt, who has even a bigger dick. We're not talking about Jack Murphy and his Tinder date. But, all right. I can hear me through you, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
You can only hear me through the Discord. You can't hear me through the mic that's actually picking this up.
Okay, so let's get started with this. Did you have that sweet picture pulled up? Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to share something with you guys. Okay, I find this very important. The cuck one. The cuck one. So, how's your week gone? Mine, I pretty much sat at home since it's been snowstorms and stuff like that. Been inundated. Oh, there we go. Yeah, cuck of the north. Oh. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to show that. Yeah. All right. So before we get into this, let's get into this. So, from the Toronto Star. So GoFundMe pauses donations to Freedom Convoy as fundraiser surpasses $10 million. So GoFundMe has paused donations to the Freedom Convoy trucker protest as funding has surpassed $10 million this week. On January 25th, when donations were nearing $5 million, GoFundMe froze the funds, saying it needed to see a plan where the funds would go. On January 27th, a spokesperson, aka spokesman, for the fund said 1 million had been released. 1 million of the 5 million of the up to now 10 million. So the donation pegging, that's when you take never mind, is now flagged as under review. Almost $10.1 million has been raised. And the spokesman, aka spokesperson, depends if you have a vagina or not. So this fundraiser is currently paused and under review to ensure it complies with our terms of service and applicable laws. GoFundMe has laws. They got legislators. Isn't that crazy? See, if I rest it against my stomach, see, now I don't have to hold it. Look, hands. Look, Ma, no hands. So in a separate statement, I don't even want to call it GoFundMe anymore. They have to have a better name. Go fuck me? Because apparently that's what they're doing. Just go fuck me.
Well, I don't think so. Because I heard different reports. So, I mean, from what I heard anyway, from watching Louder with Crowder, there was a guy that was actually on the podcast that's from the convoy. and he was saying, it was, what was his name? BJ Ditcher, I believe.
See this creepy fucking dog in my
No,
creepy
you
dog?
can't see her. Have to move your thing. Um, anyway, he was saying that the funds, they were never being held. Like apparently CBC, also known as Communist Broadcast Corporation, they were actually making up the story. They kind of came up with a story, and the people in the organization from the trucking convoy decided not to say anything, like not to correct them or anything. So they're just like, yeah, let's just go with this or whatever. But apparently they were never actually holding. Okay, so yeah. And then apparently they weren't holding the funds or anything. What was happening is there was still paperwork and stuff that needed to be done. So once the paperwork was done and they finished doing everything that they needed to do, then they started relinquishing the funds.
Well, you're talking about the original 1 million, or are you talking about the now 10 million? Because this just came out like today.
Well, I heard that they're not holding it. I mean, the guy had said that once, because he mentioned about the 10 million. But he said apparently they put a cap on it, like they're not allowing them to collect anymore. So then I guess some guy jokingly had made a comment about, well, maybe we should start taking donations in like Bitcoin and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's kind of the crazy thing. Like GoFundMe is just supposed to be an intermediary between, setting up a donation site. It's basically, that's what people are doing. Like they are willing to donate. And so it's just it's interesting that GoFundMe has taken such a vested interest in this. And to be fair, it's actually the government is putting pressure on GoFundMe to cancel this. To which I was seeing reports that people are getting refunds. But I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from. This is only one article from the Cuck Bureau. So I'm not too totally sure. I haven't been able to see any other information. Like if anyone has any other information regarding that, like specifically receiving or getting their donations refunded, I would love to see if that's actually true or if just the Cuck Bureau is just making shit up.
Well, see, I did hear that I guess some of the government or something like that, they were trying to, I don't know if it was in Ontario or, well, it must have been, but they were trying to actually request some of their funds.
Oh, yeah. We got that. Yeah. Tim Watson is quickly becoming the Cuck commander. That's what he's quickly becoming that. So we can continue. So with fuck, where are we? Okay. So in a separate statement, GoFuckMe said it was right. I'm trying not to swear. So GoFundMe said it has paused donations because it did not receive enough information on where the money was going. This is old news already, and this was just released today. Like I don't get it. As the activities surrounding the protest evolve, we have been monitoring the fundraiser to ensure the funds are going to the intended recipients and other fundraisers. So remains within our terms of service. Our monitoring includes maintaining close communications with the org. Okay, please. It is showing organizer with a Z is wrong. And that is all I'm seeing is that's how people are spelling organizer. I thought it was with a Z, but then when you correct it, it's with an S. Is that an American version?
I think so, because there's a lot of different words from Canadian to American that have a Z in it, and then the American version doesn't. So it's not really uncommon. And I've seen that too, because I've tried to correct your spelling in some of these. And I'm sorry, I have a dog hiding underneath my desk because our fire alarm went off. And now she's hiding under my desk like a big old scaredy cat.
To be fair, when you guys see me blow my vape smoke up, my smoke detector is literally right there. Like I can blow vape smoke and it'll go off. So that's So, and also known as a douche flute. Okay, yeah, get him out now. Douche flute. Oh, you fucking robot penis. Yeah, okay, I heard it all. Trust me, I love all of it. I love robot dick. I keep disappearing?
No, I
Oh,
don't know if
well,
it's like when I get too close.
to be fair, I don't know. All right, so yeah, working along with the organizers as well as collaborating with local law enforcement. So, in a brief Wednesday, Diane Deans, the Dean of Mean, Diane Keith Jardine, City Councillor and Chair of the Ottawa Police Services Board, has called on Ottawa Mayor Jim Cuck Watson and Prime Minister Justin Supercuck Trudeau to ask GoFundMe to freeze protesters' access to the funds. So, you know the same thing, like this is becoming a war of attrition. So the government's saying, we don't want to address the issue. So what we're going to do is all the people that are supporting them, we're going to say no. They can't have the money. So Diane Deans said, so they're funding these mercenaries. And that funding stream needs to be cut off. So you could see from there, we also have listed is the memo, the memorandum of understanding from Go Cuck Me, saying it. I didn't see anywhere in there that they said that they were going to be refunding it or anything. You're welcome to give it a read for yourself, but I didn't see anything in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm autistic or not autistic. What's the other one?
Dyslexic.
That's it. Well,
maybe a bit of both, actually.
So from the Cuck Bureau itself, so this was titled, so City of Ottawa is considering legal action to recoup protest costs. Isn't that funny? Because, you know, during the summer of love and, you know, the whole BLM, Black Lives Matter, I keep looking at myself. My face is over there. You can't see my face is...
It's opposite to the way he's looking.
Fuck it. Yeah. So it's interesting that, protest on, brethren, comrades, but by all means, topple them statues. They're ugly. And they smell funny. They smell like copper and brass. Probably
and maybe
brass.
Like your belch.
No, my belch smells like chicken cacciatore, which I made.
See, now you can't hide that. Now, you know, people might not be able to hear your belch, hopefully. That one they definitely heard, but they'll definitely be able to see what's happening.
All right, from the Cuck Bureau itself. So Mayor Jim Cuck Commander Watson said he also would like to see Go Cuck Me. See, there's a lot of cucks here. Too many.
You're going to get us pulled.
There's going to be a Jack Murphy coming up somewhere in here. All right, so for them to disassociate from the convoy's fundraising campaign and the rogue activity of protesters pushing for an end to pandemic measures. Do you hear how crazy that sounds? Like, just listen how ridiculous that sounds. A mayor is seeking legal action to stop funding a donation. Like in the States, after the whole Jacob Blake, which, to be fair, that he's a garbage human being. That was the guy that sexually assaulted his estranged wife, and when she phoned the cops on him, because there was an active restraining order, an active warrant on him, and he attempted to take a vehicle with children, which he was not supposed to have contact with, and then he gets shot in the back. And you have, you know, the one of the most prominent literal fuck their way up the corporate ladder. I mean, screw their way up. Kamala Harris soliciting donations. They also solicited donations for the whole Black Lives Matter protest. So it's really interesting to see. Like, yeah, I know. Okay, I'm comparing two different countries. Okay, I get. But it's interesting. For one side, you have one full-on endorsing it, and we brought this up before. Justin Trudeau went out and met with the Black Lives Matter protest. He kneeled to them like a cuck would to get a nice, good shot of all that sweet, juicy, all that oozing BLM pride.
It was horrifying. That was horrifying. The mental image you just put in my head was absolutely horrifying.
Oh, you know that he's been to at least one cookie party. You know what I'm saying?
See, the bad thing about these videos is everyone can see me when I roll my eyes now. Every time you like talk about something, and they could assume that I might not like it, but now they're gonna be like, they're they're gonna see it now. I don't know. Like, see, the thing that kind of irritates me too is that during that whole thing, when people are damaging things, they are just actually destroying statues, beheading them, spray painting all over them, causing destruction, violence, rioting, all that other stuff. He took a knee to that. He was sitting there signifying like, this is okay. I approve of this. And you know what? I understand. But yet a peaceful protest, they're trying to do everything they can to stop it. And the funny thing is that the truckers have been working with the police.
Yeah.
Like, very well. They did agree, which I agree with as well. The horn honking, I understand the purpose of it, but through the night when people are trying to sleep, nay, that's not really cool. Sorry, I have a dog pushing past me. That's not really cool, and it's not okay for the fact that they weren't allowing people to be sleeping. And a lot of those people were supporters or are supporters, and it's not fair that they're getting kind of indirectly attacked. You know what I mean? But so they did agree that through the night they're gonna lay off the horns. They're not gonna be honking their horns through the night, let people sleep. And also during the day, they agreed to every half an hour instead of nonstop. So, I mean, they're making exceptions and stuff like that and working with the police. And it's always been, like it was mentioned in a previous podcast, it was made abundantly clear, even before going into this, that they were going to be leaving a lane open for emergency vehicles. Now, the truckers that are at the sorry, my dog is doing some weird shit underneath me right now. She keeps bumping me with her ass.
You got the peanut butter?
Oh my god. Anyway.
Eh?
Anyway. So I mean, the truckers that they have that are at the Alberta border that were blocking things off. And I know that there was one town there. I can't remember the name of the town, but they were getting completely blocked off from everything because they had a bunch of semis here, and then they had right at the border down here, it was all blocked off, and there was like a little town right in between. So they
In which
anyway, so with those truckers and stuff like that, yes, they're a convoy, but I guess they're not part of the original convoy that was put on to go to Quebec. So the truckers that are down there and they're kind of blocking everything, like that wasn't something that they had planned. Like the original organizers and stuff for the convoy.
mean in Alberta?
Yeah. The Alberta United States border.
Yeah, that's Coots and Sweetgrass.
Coots, that's it. Yes.
Coots.
Coots.
It's the Coots. Yeah, Sweetgrass is on the Montana side. Yeah, well, and that's I don't know. Okay, but that's in Alberta. But it's interesting that there's sorry, I should look at you. The people. I see her fucking every day. Not really. But it's interesting because now they're saying, well, actually, it's the local governments that are doing this. This isn't the federal government.
You see that?
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's rolling my eyes.
Oh. But no, so it's interesting that there's that. And I just pulled up a quick little article. Whatever. Hold on. Let me rest this on my stomach. Because I need both hands. Look, Ma. No hands.
Oh my god.
You ever hear of autofellatio? So this was from The Hill. And it's interesting because now the organizer for Black Lives Matter Canada were actually saying that comparing this freedom protest to the Black Lives Matter stuff is ludicrous. It's so these false equivalencies are really dangerous because they rewrite history in a way that can be really negatively. Oh man, learn how to talk, idiot. In a way that can really negatively affect and continue to support communities being harmed. Said Leela, who declined to use her last name for fear of being doxxed. Oh. That's really, really convenient.
It's a reliable source.
There's nothing with the symbolism of this, the Terry Fox statue, have anything to do with justice that people are calling for with respect to how their people have been treated and how they are living under subjugation. What a way to miss the point, she said. NDP MP Leah Gazin, Winnipeg Centre, said there's no comparison to be made. I have never in my lifetime seen swastikas at rallies. Have you seen a Bernie Sanders protest?
Damn, I did not unmute my mic fast enough. Holy fuck. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. What about that guy?
You see a Donald Trump rallies?
Mm-hmm.
You see a Justin Trudeau's? In fact, he said, "Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming." Well, to be fair, he's probably like, "Yo, that dude, me and him, we're gonna later because we're on the same page." But it's just interesting to see I guess the duplicity or the duality of the situation. One is saying, well, these aren't even the same. We burnt stuff. We tore stuff down. They didn't. So yeah, I guess if you want to go that route, yeah, I guess they are very different in terms of how people are going about things. And it's interesting to see that kind of how they have to try and paint it, like how they have to go through framing of, well, we're not talking about actually what was done. We're talking about what the movement means. But how you act, like tearing statues down, destroying buildings, and all this stuff, that's very different than people saying, hey, we're having a sit-in. Toronto had a sit-in for weeks. In Toronto, at their legislative building. They had, I believe Rebel News ended up showing it, that there were people that were sat in for weeks. I'm not exaggerating when I say that, even though I said it 3 times already. So they sat in for weeks. And the government and the police just let them do their thing. Well, go protest by all means. Yeah, have a sit-in.
But see, exactly, that's the thing, is they're actually sitting down with those people that were actually, destroying things and rioting and doing all this other stuff. They actually took the time to sit down to hear what, the people had to say and, hear their side. But yet they have an actual peaceful protest going on in Ottawa, and they refuse to even sit with them and meet with them. Like it's absurd.
Yeah. All right. So to get back to the article. So where was Jim Cook, Commander Watson? So I think it's disgraceful that any company would want to associate with what kind of action we've seen here in Ottawa. Isn't it interesting? You don't see them actually calling out specific things. It's like, oh, well, we've seen someone with a swastika, also known as a swastika. Okay. And we've seen someone carrying a Confederate flag. You should tell everyone that has a fucking General Lee Charger or that General Lee smart car, I seen you. Whoever has that General Lee smart car, you're a fucking cancer on this world. And in fact, your car has such a bad safety rating. I hope you get hit by something, because that is a travesty upon earth. And I don't even like the General. Like, I like the General Lee just because it's a Charger, but I don't like the General Lee because everyone does it. It's not original. It's not, whatever. What the fuck was I saying? Smart cars. Fuck smart cars. But no, it's interesting to see that that's kind of what's they hyper focus on that. Oh, they're ransacking homeless shelters. Oh, okay, but also, can we talk about what corrective action was taken? Like I said, swastika thing. Well, it was hung on the Parliament building. So I don't know. Okay, and the Confederate flag. Oh well, it turns out the photographer was walking around with this person that Justin Trudeau specifically knows. In fact, that is his photographer. How weird. But
right? And we're freaking Canada. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't have Confederate flags up here. So, like, use your common sense. But even still, okay, so there was people that had gone into, I guess, a homeless shelter. Okay. They weren't with the truckers, or they're not part of the actual movement, I guess you want to call it. But the thing is, they literally have trucks and people that are cooking for them, bringing them food, bringing them water, bringing them fuel. And like, this is like a huge operation kind of thing that they have going on. And the thing is, when they had heard about the homeless shelter thing, they actually went and donated a bunch of food to the homeless shelter. Like, they literally, some guy, okay, so you literally have this like giant block party that's going on. And people are having fun and they're drinking, and you're out and you gotta pee. Okay. Yeah, you gotta pee. So
grab a jug. They're called trucker bombs for a fucking reason. Grab a jug, you fucking creeps.
No, but I'm talking about just random people. I'm not even talking about the actual truckers. But some guy had gone and he peed by the war memorial thing. But then, as a respect thing, because again, this isn't any sort of behavior that was condoned by the truckers or anything that was even done by the truckers, but they got a whole bunch of flowers and they went and put it down there and had like a little visual thing for them. Like, you don't see stuff like that though, because that doesn't fit the narrative. That's not what they want you to see. And it's just so sad.
Well, and it, I guess, to kind of push back on it, like, individuals are going to do what individuals do. That's what individuals do. Like, individuals are going to individual,
Yeah, there's always going to be a douchebag somewhere.
Well, to be fair, there's at least two that I know of. Jim Watson, the cuck commander, and the cuck of the North.
I don't think
the cuck in the North.
I don't think I've ever heard that word so much than I have in this episode. And how much I'm putting up bets here. How anybody else who's out there listening, if you actually get to see this, how long do you think this episode's going to stay up before it gets pulled?
I'm not like shaming. I'm just saying, hey, they like to see their wife get railed by some other dude. I'm not shaming it. I'm sure Jim Watson has watched his wife or his boyfriend. I don't know what it is. I don't care. What, his significant other get railed? Probably. Just a hunch. It's just a hunch. I don't have any substantiation on that. I'm just spitballing. Never mind. I can't actually say that. I can't say what I wanted to say there. So I have some restraint. So yeah, and my hope is that GoFundMe understand that this is a completely inappropriate use of dollars. To be coming into a city to create this kind of havoc in neighborhoods. See? OU? In Canada we use OU. To shut down businesses, to harass our residents on the streets of Ottawa.
How is there any sort of harassment? They're not harassing anybody.
But I don't want them. I don't like making blanket statements like that, because I'm sure, because you can find someone that is pissed off and they're saying something and they go and bug someone. Okay, then when they go, well, what did you just said? They're not bugging anyone. They're model citizens. They're because then it becomes that you're just kind of blanket support regardless, and you start making excuses. So I would, you know what? If that is happening, I don't want to support it. I don't support people, going out and actually blocking people off from being able to do their daily life. Like, make your noise, make your nuisance, like be, civil disobedience. I'm okay with that. But if people are going around, okay, yeah, the person whoever pissed on the statues, whoever did that as like an absolute sign of disrespect, I'm not okay with that. The people that if they did ransack a homeless shelter and took everything, I'm not okay with. Yeah, I'm going to call that out. That's not right. If someone is sitting there flying a swastika, not even a swastika, a fucking Nazi flag, and they're saying, "Look, this is us. We want the Fourth Reich." Okay, no, I'm not okay with that, or any of the that type of stuff. I'm not okay with that. But I'm not going to say, well, no, they're not doing that. I don't know. I'm not there. But from some of the people that I follow, like Pierre Polyev is down there, and he's talking with people. Candace Bergen was down there, and she's saying, I haven't seen this. Are they arbiters? Are they are they the fucking all-seeing eye of Sauron? No. But I'm sure the overwhelming majority are not sitting there burning down buildings, bashing people over the head with rocks, tearing down statues. They're not I'd say the overwhelming majority are not doing anything like that. And that is very different than what we've seen in 2020. And that's where people are making the comparison of, well, they were free to protest for weeks and months. They were free to do that. But this place, oh, well, they came to our city. Okay, well, a lot of those people that started protesting in Toronto weren't from Toronto. How weird, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Le gasp. Oh. All right, but so let's continue with Cuck Commander here. So, and blah, blah, blah. So Watson said it's time for the protesters to leave. No, that's a charter right. We have the right to protest and petition our government. So, no, it is not time for them to leave. You shut up. The mayor said the protest is costing the city $800,000 a day in policing costs, plus overtime costs for bylaw officers and public works employees who have had to use tractors and front-end loaders to block off street.
Hold on. Okay, so
the city they're blocking road.
They're complaining that it's costing them X amount of dollars for policing and yada, yada, yada. What about all the people who are losing their jobs because they haven't gotten vaccinated? What about all that money that they're losing? And all those streets that they are down right now, like there's lots of different streets that these truckers are occupying. They are leaving lanes open. There have been reports from people who have said that they've been driving around. They've rented cars. They've been able to drive around, no problem, because the truckers, they're occupying certain lanes, but they leave a lane open for emergency vehicles, for other vehicles, so they can get through. So it's not like the truckers came in and completely shut down the city. That's not what happened. And it's not what is happening either. People are still able to go from A to B, move around. They're occupying some space and peacefully protesting. That's it.
See, I don't know. See, I'm always only the Sith deal in absolutes. I'm sure these types of things are happening. I would not be surprised. Like that, someone pulled in somewhere and blocked something off. Yeah, I'm sure that has happened. But the thing is, what they choose to focus on, they hyper focus on two photos.
I know, and we still keep hearing about it.
Two photos.
Two photos.
And that's become the central issue. All right, so let's continue on. So it's becoming, from Cuck Commander, it's becoming certainly much more than $1 million a day just to contain the situation. It just seems bizarre that they would allow this money to flow through, speaking to Go Cuck Me. Oh, sorry, Go Fund Me. Sorry, I misspoke. To flow through they obviously have some concerns because they initially held back money when this GoFundMe campaign first started. Who's getting the money? Who's getting rich as a result of these truckers coming to Ottawa? Who's getting paid the money, and where is the accounting for it? Isn't it why don't you worry about your city? Why don't you worry about your budget? Let's look at I'm just gonna Jim Watson. I haven't looked this up. This is literally a shot in the dark. This is a shot in the dark. Jim Watson defaults on or overspends on budget. All right, let's just take a oh. An Ottawa City Councillor is calling on Mayor Jim Watson to apologize for how he characterized protests amongst police funding, which seemed to equate them to a series of widely condemned protests against vaccine mandates held on. Wait, what? Mayor asked to apologizing for equating police budget and hospital. Also criticized for tokenizing city staff and councillors of color. So the public certainly are telling me, not the ones that go out and block roads or have rallies at City Hall. The public that I talk to, which ones? They want to see a greater police presence in their neighborhoods, particularly for things like speed enforcement. So what the fuck is this? This isn't fuck CBC. What is this? What is this from the Ottawa Citizen? Watson's latest budget doesn't hold the old tricks to hide problems. It uses new ones. Oh, so what? He's hiding money? Fixing the roads isn't exactly as sexy. The changing weather patterns have created major challenges in maintaining our roads, pathways, and community infrastructure. Okay, so what? He's looking at ways of hiding. This year, the city budgeted $111 million, but expects to spend $126 in 2016. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. So he's hiding. He likes to hide money. He's trying to hide money. So, kind of one of those, pick your own nose before you pick someone else's kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you want to pick someone else's nose? That's just nasty.
I don't know. Clean up your own yard before you could go to clean someone else's.
I knew where you were getting at, but just the mental image of that is just as nasty.
Yeah. All right. So Cuck Commander says, so we understand the city is still assessing the total cost of these demonstrations and has yet to make a formal request. But resources are available, and we will continue to work closely together in the days ahead. When they say you shut up, when they say resources, they're seeking legal action. That when any politician says we will seek any resources possible. Yeah. They mean trying to take them to court because, $10 million? Well, fuck me. That would pay for the police. And it would sure get these stinky truckers out of here right quick. That's what he's on about. That's 100% what he's on about. But it's
gross.
I think I've seen 126,000 people have donated to that GoFundMe.
Don't forget, Elon Musk was one of those.
Liar.com. Check it out.
High five, Elon.
Yeah, liar.com. Make sure that's in the description. Well, make sure you can check out liar.com for yourself and see where it takes you. Because it's good. It's a gooder. It's a gooder. It only would have been better if you did 42,069 just for the straight meme lords.
69's my number, baby.
But that was really it. Do you have something?
Well, okay. I've been reading on Facebook today. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got banned from Facebook.
Again? Oh,
not yet.
Okay. So what's going on with O'Toole? I hear that Flip Flop is gone.
Yes, that's right.
That's a real story.
Aaron O'Toole has been removed, and it's so funny to see their articles from today saying who's going to be the interim leader. It's Candice Bergen.
Wait. Candice Bergen? Sorry, I hear the name Candace Bergen and I think of like the actress.
No, she's the MP. I believe she's out of. I think she's out of Alberta. It's the Candice Bergen. Candice Bergen. I believe she's out of. Yeah, so she's the interim leader. Where is she from? What is her riding? Sir, all right, let's check her Wikipedia. Oh, I'm sure her Wikipedia is. Portage and Lisker. Portage La Prairie? Oh, that. Sorry, I got excited and my stomach went. Meh. See? Really? She's from Port? I thought she was out of Alberta. Oh, she's Mennonite. Uh-oh, you know those Mennonite. They got sticky fingers.
What? How is that even a thing?
How is that not a thing?
They're not gypsies.
Do you not remember at a garage sale? One of our brooches was taken.
That's right. Okay. I'm sitting here thinking, is this some weird stereotype that you've heard that I've never heard of before, but I forgot about our garage sale.
No, that was Hutterite. Those are Hutterite. And I like how they got a whole swing set for $20. $20, yeah, a whole swing set for $20. Isn't that fucking what a deal? Oh, I'm still salty about that. I will never live that down till the day I die. That'll be on my tombstone. Not even at my own behest. It was at someone else's discretion that a full swing set was sold for $20.
To be fair, our kids never used it anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? Come on. Do you see goodwill across my forehead?
I mean, yeah, you should have haggled the price that more.
Me?
No. The person who sold it.
Yeah.
Should have asked for a little bit more than $20, but
yeah. I could have got $20 worth of scrap or metal worth. I could have gotten $20 for the scrap alone. There we go. But it was a functioning feng shui yard piece.
It definitely wasn't feng shui. It was off to the. No, it wasn't. Because if it was feng shui, it would have been in the middle of our yard, nicely feng shuied. It was off to the side. It wasn't even centered.
So yeah, O'Toole has been his vote of no confidence went through that he is no longer the leader, which is good because the only thing I think he was consistent on is being not consistent.
Yeah,
he's not consistent at all, and so I'm a little conflicted because. A politician is supposed to be a representative for the constituency in which they serve. So they're almost supposed to be like a vassal for their community.
A vassal?
So a vassal.
You mean like a vessel?
A vassal. There's a vassal. Vassal. A holder of land. No, maybe it is a vessel. Is it a holder of land by feudal tenure on conditions of homage and elite? Maybe it is a vessel. Vessel. What is a vessel? A fishing sailing vessel? No. A hollow container for holding liquids? No. What the fuck? I don't know.
Well,
okay.
I've heard people if you go by Supernatural TV show, people are vessels for angels or demons.
So, whatever. Okay, so I guess a hollow container, especially. So I guess something like that, a vessel. Whatever. Okay, you understand the fucking point I'm making here. Jesus. But so they're kind of supposed to just be the mouthpiece of their constituency. So I don't know. I'm a little torn, but like for someone that has no conviction, especially to be a leader, if you have no convictions on anything, like nothing. And then at the there were Facebook posts like, what are some important issues that you would like to see? And a lot of people were saying you leaving. Like people were not happy with him. Like, it is harsh, but like, dude, you flip-flopped on everything. So yeah, he's out. I don't think it's going to be Pierre Poilievre, as unfortunate, because everyone wants him to be the leader of the Conservative Party. I think he has a lot more support. And I remember me even saying, I think that is O'Toole's biggest threat is Pierre Poilievre. And I think it was kind of it was like a Julius Caesar kind of situation. Like, he had more popular support. He had bigger, he had more troops. The troops loved him more than they did the emperor. So it's it's unfortunate. I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say it's not. It's unfortunate for him. It is unfortunate for him. See your freaking dog, like that creep. But yeah, no, he's out. Yeah, I think is there anything else for you, or let us know. I would love to hear your comments. Does this look better? Is this a better setup? Do I look sexy as fuck, or does Kim look sexy as fuck? Leave a like if it's me. Share it if it's her.
Ooh, there you go.
But yeah, all right. I think if we got nothing else, yeah, share this with your friends. Comment. Leave a comment. Tell me how bad I am at this. And please, I love hearing more of that. I love hearing the absolute personal criticisms. Oh, nothing gets my jollies off more. No, I don't give a shit. Trust me, if I cared what people had to say, ooh, I'd be drinking a lot more.
Well, the thing is, there's like constructive criticism and whatever. It's constructive. You grow and you learn from it. Mind you, I don't think from the criticism you got in the last episode, it definitely did not change in this one, because I literally have heard the word cuck more times than I've heard in my entire life. And then I just joined it right there. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening or watching. It just sounds weird. Anyway, yeah, don't forget to check us out on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify.
We're all over.
Yeah.
We're all over.
We're everywhere, man. And yeah, hope everyone had a great week, had a really good Friday, and has a fantastic weekend. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.